Hi there, my name is Tristan Chagru, and I am a freshman at Innovation Tech High School. And this is my passion project for CCR 2021. I decided to go on the third path for CCR, which is passion project. For a passion project, I need to make a physical representation of something that I enjoy. So I decided to do drawing, as you can see that I'm doing here. When I started this project, I went with the mission statement of, how can I make my art better using software so that way it can have a higher quality? So right now, I'm currently doing a basic sketch for the premises of my art piece. So while I'm on the subject of art, the piece that I'm working on is based off a scene from the show JoJo's Bizarre Adventure, which I've gotten into recently. So anyway, here's the final sketch. I'm somewhat proud of it actually. So right here, you can see me quickly drawing up a background using a variety of colors such as purple, red, blue, black, and even pink. This only took me about 10 minutes though. From there, I threw the original sketch in the IBS Paint X and traced over it using a thin black marker. Now, here comes the problem though. It wasn't until after I had finished the trace that I had forgotten to add a new layer. Now that's the thing about art, is how well it goes along with the agency rubric. What the agency rubric entails is having a growth mindset and taking ownership of your learning, both of which I used for this project. I noticed I had forgotten to add a new layer. Then I remembered I had a background eraser on my phone. So what I did was I put it into the background eraser, and it worked out pretty well. I put the line art back into IBS Paint and continued from there. I started by struggling to get the colors just right. So I used my growth mindset and decided to take it to my number one resource, Google. I found what I was looking for there with ease. This video is not sponsored by Google. After I completed all the base colors, I tried shading with no result. So I decided to do some digging and tinker with the app. Then, I found what would be my best ally for this entire art piece, the smudge tool. So I picked that up quite fast. I was starting to get burned out, but I wasn't going to let that stop me. I sat there remembering what I had done in class earlier that day. I remembered the TED Talks and articles I had seen and read that day. One of the articles was about success, and that it's not what you think. It was about Kim Perrell explaining the secret to success is staying strong and not being afraid to fail. The second video was about grit and how Angela Lee Duckworth found that IQ isn't a part of one's intelligence, but grit is. Grit is the power of passion and persistence. I kept on pushing myself forward because I want to be able to make this my career, and got this as my first final product. I forgot to record the process for a second part, so here's a picture of it without anything in the way. I continue to push myself forward because I want to be able to bring a creative mindset into my school and future workplace. I placed all my things into the background and layered them on top of each other. Then I started designing some visual effects. I played around with layers and filters for a few minutes. Right here, I am learning how to actually use the filters. I finished off the project by making a new layer and signing my initials. At this point, I remembered what Brenda Romero said, and her "I get what I want" slogan, and I felt like I'd really embodied that during that moment. Here's a finished art piece. This one is mine, compared to the original one. Here are some of my older pieces for comparison. Thank you for coming, and have a great rest of your day.